Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Creative Math Academy. Today we try to solve one question from Mathematics, Analysis and Approaches, Standard Level, Paper 2, November 2021. Question number 8. The height of water in meters in Dungeness Harbor is modeled by the function ht equals to a sine bracket b bracket t minus c bracket close plus d, where t is the number of hours after midnight. Here it is very important, after midnight, and a, b, c and d are constants, where a positive, b positive and c positive. The following graph shows the height of the water for 13 hours starting at midnight. The first high tide occurs at 4:30. That means when time is 4:30 a.m., then first high tide occurs, and the next high tide occurs 12 hours later. Throughout the day, the height of the water fluctuates between 2.2 meter and 6.8 meter. That means high tide is 6.8 meter and the low tide is 2.2 meter. All heights are given a correct to one decimal place. Number A show that B equals to pi by 6. So if we want to do this maths, so this is the function ht equals to a sine. We just write over there. H equals to ht, number A. Ht is here. A sine B bracket t minus c bracket close plus d. So we know from sine function, if we want to, if the function is like this, y equals to a sine like bx, if you want to find out the period formula is as it is sine. So if it is in degree, it is 360 degree. If it is radian, it is 2 pi divided by coefficient of x. Then we get the period. So here in this function, we want to find out the b value. So we just write down the period formula for this function. Period equals to 2 pi, as it is sine fraction 2 pi. The coefficient of t is here b divided by b. One thing we have to remember here, that here the period occurs 12 hours later. That means period is here 12. So we have to write here instead of period here 12 equals to 2 pi by b. So b equals to 2 pi divided by 12. So it will be pi by 6. The first answer is pi by 6. Now the second answer, we want to find out find the value of A, find the value of D. So if we want to find out the value of A, we have to write here the second part. If you want to find out the value of A is the amplitude here. So we know that the maximum tide is here 6.8 and minimum tide is 2.2. So if we find out the amplitude, we have to write here maximum value minus minimum value divided by 2. Here the high tide is 6.8 and low tide is 2.2. So 6.8 minus 2.2 divided by 2, we'll get here 2.3. So A value is 2.3. Now, if you want to find out the D, so if you want to find out the D, the formula is D equals to maximum plus minimum divided by 2. So here maximum tide is 6.8, minimum tide is 2.2 divided by 2. If you add both of these, we'll get here 9 divided by 2. So D is here 4.5. Now, if you want to find out the next part, what you want to find, let's see. Now, a D number, find the smallest possible value of C. We want to find out the smallest possible values of C. So here, we have already A value, we have already D value and B value. So before starting, this is A, B, and this is first one is A, that one is B. This is C. Now D number. HT, we just put all the values. HT equals to 2.3 sine. Here B is here pi by 6. T minus C plus 4.5. So what do you want to find out? We want to find out the smallest possible value of C. One thing we have to remember, when time is 4:30 a.m., so 4:30 a.m., the high tide occurs. So 4:30 a.m. means time is 4.5 hours. When time is 4.5 hours, the high tide, that means HT, equals to here 6.8 meters. So we have to put this value in H function. Now, here, time is 4.5 hours. Then high tide is here, HT equals to here 6.8 meter. Now we have to put all this value. So we'll get, instead of H2, we'll get here 6.8 equals to 2.3 sine pi by 6. Here time is 4.5 minus C plus 4.5. Now 6.8, when this 4.5 come the left side, it is minus 4.5 equals to 2.3 sine bracket pi by 6 bracket 4.5 minus C. So 6.8 minus 4.5, it is 2.3. So here also 2.3 sine pi by 6, 4.5 minus C. So 2.3 divided by 2.3 equals to sine pi by 6 bracket 4.5 minus C. So sine inverse 1 is pi by, this is 1. If you cancel, this is 1. So sine inverse 1 is pi by 2 equals to pi by 6 or 4.5 minus C. If we do cross multiplication, pi multiply 6. Here 2 multiply pi equals to 4.5 minus C. 2 and 6 cancel. Pi cancel. So 3 minus 4.5 equals to minus C. So finally, the left side is minus 1.5 equals to minus C. Minus cancel. C equals to here 1.5. So C is here 1.5. So our D number answer completed. Now, question number E. Find the height of the water at 12. Find the height of the water at 12. Now, we have to write down the function here. So, this is E number. Function ht equals to 2.3. This is a value. Sine pi by 6. This is when time is 12, that means we have to write here 12 minus C values were 1.5 plus 4.5. We want to find out the value of H here. So this is 2.3 sine. So pi by 6, 12 minus 1.5, it is 10.5 plus 4.5. So 2.3 sine, if you do calculation, so sine 5 point. Keep in mind your calculator must be in the radian mode. 4.5. So final answer is 2.87 meter. So when time is 12 p.m., that's time height is 2.8 meter. Now the last part is determine the number of hours. Determine the number of hours over 24 period. We know that here the period is 2. That means 2 times, its revolution is 2 times because one complete revolution within 12 hours. So within 24 hours, it has 2 complete revolution. So 2 complete period here, for which the tide is higher than 5 meters. We want to find out, determine the number of hours over 24-hour period for which the tide is higher than 5 meters. So if this curve is like this, this is like 5 meter. So above the here, so above the 5 meter, how many hours the tide is above the 5 meters? We want to find out these things. So if you sketch this, you see here in the 4 times, the height is 5 meters. We want to find out above the 5 meter, how many hours the tide is above the 5 meters. Now see how can you do this maths. So HT is here. You may do this maths in GDC calculator also. So HT equals to 2.3 sine. This is pi by 6 t minus 1.5 plus 4.5. So when height is 5, we want to find out the value of time. When height is 5, so 2.3 sine pi by 6 t minus 1.5 plus 4.5. So 5 minus 4.5 come on the right side. It is 4.5 equals to 2.3 sine pi by 6 t minus 1.5. So here we get 5 minus 5.5, 5 minus 5 minus 4.5, it is 0.5 equals to 2.3 sine pi by 6 t minus 1.5. So if we do calculation here, we can write 0.5 divided by 2.3 equals to sine pi by 6 bracket t minus 1.5. So to make our math simple, we can say let pi by 6 t minus 1.5 equals to x. So sine x equals to, one thing you have to remember, you can use GDC calculator to find out the value of t. So x equals to here, sine inverse 0.5, 2.3, so it is 0.219. So sine is positive. The first revolution sine is positive in the first quadrant and second quadrant. And second revolution also sine is positive in the first quadrant and second quadrant. So this result is from the first quadrant. If you want to find out the result in the second quadrant, we have to subtract 0.219 from pi. Pi minus 0.219. So you get the result 2.922. After first revolution, as we found that in the 24 hours, there are the two complete revolution. So 2 pi plus 0.219. So it will be 6.5022. And again, in the second quadrant, x equals to 2 pi plus pi is 3 pi. 2 pi plus pi is 3 pi. 3 pi minus 0.219. We'll get here 9.214. So our final intention, we want to find out the value of x. So we have to write here pi by 6 t minus 1.5. We consider this is as x equals to first result 0.219. From here, if we do calculation, we'll get t value is 1.91825. Another result, pi by 6 t minus 1.5 equals to 2.922. If we do calculation, we'll get t equals to 7.08060. Another result, pi by 6 t minus 1.5 equals to 6.5022. From here, t equals to 13.91828. And another t value, pi by 6, t minus 1.5 equals to 9.214. From here, we get 19.0974. This times the tide will be 5 meters, but we want above 5 meters is what time? Like this tide is like this times, like this time, that time, tide is 5 meters, we want this time. So we can find it from this time to that time if we subtract, and this time to that time if we subtract, and add both of these. Between this time, the tide is above the 5 meters. So total time, we can write total time equals to 7.08060 minus 1.91825 plus 19.0974 minus 3.91828. So altogether, this result will be, after subtraction, then do addition, it is 10.3. So total time, that means 10.3 hours. It is above the above the 5 meters. So 10.3 hours, it is above the 5 meters. I hope everybody understood this maths. Step by step, try to understand this calculation. So when you want to do this maths, you should have a very good idea about amplitude, period. How can you find out the A value, B value, and C value? So if you have any confusion, feel free to contact with me. Please subscribe my channel. Thanks a lot.